Welcome to this week's episode, which is going to be a little bit different because I'm going away for a couple of days. So this is Wednesday and I'm already filming because I'm not going to be here the rest of the week. I'll talk about what I do in the second part of the video, but for now I want to talk about two things. One is all the progress we made, but also a major hiccup with the liner. And number two is a little bit an appreciation of all the friends that are here at the moment helping us. So, I'm actually sitting on the first part of the pool deck, which is super cool, under this tree which we kept. Yeah, we're gonna see how many leaves are falling into this pool, but it's such a beautiful place and also gives shade, and we've had like 35 degrees yesterday and you can really see how nice it is to have a tree here at the pool. I'm gonna turn the video around so that you can see where we're at. So I'm standing on the part of the deck that's at the lower part of the pool, and then we're sort of not halfway, but we've started decking. And the way we do it is we have these beams that are protected from the rain, and then we have these distance thingies that make sure that the wood is not directly on the wood so that water can flow below it. And yeah, then we just screw these boards on, and then in order for water to flow through here we have two beams here instead of one. That all might seem like a little bit of putting a lot of effort into not having the rain there, and does it really pay out? But actually, if you build a deck like this and you don't have any spots where wood sits on wood and water makes a layer in between, but the wood can always dry in between and you never track water somewhere, the wood will hold up like twice, 3 times as long. We've also started with the wall. So you can see here we've started this wall because it will also stabilize this area where otherwise all the gravel will run down. So this wall will run around here and then make a corner there. So it's gonna be a pretty massive wall made up of all of these stones, and a project for the coming weeks. And we also yesterday repaired this area where we had dug in and put like a new water connection and a new electricity cable in there and protected it by running it all through a pipe, so should be safe for the future. And that means we have electricity in the garden again, and we have the water in the garden again, and that's nice to have. And also I connected the new skimmers so that when the water rises in the pool, that we can actually then make the holes and get the whole system running. And that brings me to the next topic, the pool and the liner. And yeah, you can see that the pool is filled up about 30 centimeters, and then we tried to get rid of all the where the foil is overlaying, I don't know what you call that. And the idea is that you do that while you fill the pool up more and more and more. And in a normal case, you have a pool with a flat surface, and then you can put like 2, 3, 4 centimeters of water in, and then spread out the liner to every corner and see that everything is straight, and then you can start filling the pool up. But because we have this slope, it doesn't work for us. And the problem is that by the time we have enough water so that it's covered back there, there will be so much water pressing down on the liner back here that we cannot move the liner anymore. And that has given us a lot of headaches, so we're trying to do it bit by bit. And while doing it, we realized that that corner is 10 centimeters longer than that corner. And that is a mistake that the factory made who made this to our measurements. And I've checked the measurement 3 times. I've written to the guy. The guy says, yeah, I can see it, but is contacting the factory. So we don't know what happened and how this mistake came about. But now we have the problem that we have the liner in. We've done all the work. Getting a new liner, even if the company will send us a new liner, it will probably not be here for another couple of weeks. So we're gonna continue with this and see how much of a problem it is in the end. It will fit, it will work, but we'll probably have like overlapping liner somewhere in the corner, in the other corner actually, in that corner. We'll see. For now we just have to work with it and see how the story evolves. So, I want to end this part about the pool with giving out a huge thanks to our friends. This week is a holiday in Germany, in some parts of Germany, and we've had a family and 2 other friends come for this week, and they've helped immensely. And it's just such a I was really frustrated when we found out about the liner not fitting, and I again and again have mental issues which make it hard for me to motivate myself to do this kind of work. And then these small catastrophes can really throw me off. And then it's just such a nice thing to have friends that just come from Germany, take a train ride for 12 hours, arrive here in the evening, and you would expect, okay, let's make you some dinner, let's relax, and they just start working immediately because they saw the last video and saw that this and this isn't working, which is just crazy. Yeah, it's crazy to have friends like that, and just such a support. Yeah, and I just wanted to say that because they're here at the moment, so you'll see them in the videos, and just a big shout out to everybody who is that nice to us. That was it for this part, and now we're gonna jump into the future, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about where I'm going and why, and so on. Okay, so you might be wondering where I am. This is the island of Bornholm, which is between Sweden and Germany in the Baltic Sea, but actually belongs to Denmark. And here, every year, since I think 15 years, there's a democracy festival called Folkemoedet. And I was invited to come here by a group of Germans from different institutions who in Germany do democracy work, political work, etc. and wanted to have a look at this festival. And since I went to Danish school and I also work in that field. I was invited to come along, which is absolutely cool, and yeah, took the trip here to Bornholm. You can actually see the Baltic Sea over there, and we're here to get an idea of what the festival is about, how it works, and we're thinking about maybe doing something similar in Germany. The basic idea is we bring a lot of people together, young people, older people, people from parties, people from companies, etc., and have like a festival, also with some music, but mostly with like places where you have discussions about political topics. And something similar exists in a couple of countries in Europe, but not in Germany, or not to this scale at least. There's said to be 60,000 people coming to this place. Some say 100,000, which is pretty amazing because it's quite far away. And that's why we're looking at this here. For me, that means a couple of days of no work at the house. So I'm the more happy that there's friends there and continuing to work on the pool. And it's actually really good for me, I think, to get out and yeah, see something different for some days. So we stay in this really cool old farmhouse, which is renovated, and yeah, which somebody owns that has a connection to the institution that does democracy work. I called We Do Democracy in Denmark, and through some connections we were able to stay here because it's really difficult to get some place to stay during the festival. And they are also showing us the festival and so on. And yeah, I think I'll talk more about the festival in the next video and show you some pictures and so on, and end this video just by saying again how grateful I am for all the support we get, and that it's actually quite good to get out and yeah, see, for example, a house like this, which was also renovated by somebody at some point and which can now just be used, and get an idea of, yeah, something like that we will also have at some point in southern France, which is a really, really cool thing. Bye bye. Hope you have a good week, and see you soon.